Hi Himika, welcome to Ketchup Talks on Social Ketchup. And first of all, thank you for that wonderful letter that you wrote in the magazine.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for reaching out to me for that, because it also made me realize how much I miss dancing. So I actually enrolled classes after I wrote that letter. So that
I hope we get to see you dancing more.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of hoping the same for myself. I really want to see myself dancing more. I miss it. So yeah.
Okay, so coming to Jugaadistan, I think the series is released today.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
I think it's a very different emotion than how I feel time a show releases. Somehow maybe it's also that I'm growing old and wiser, or however you want to say it. But I think every time a show releases, usually I'm very anxious. But today I'm very relaxed. I'm very chill. I haven't watched it yet. I don't wanna watch it. Like I wanna make sure other people watch it first, see what kind of reviews come in. I'm very chill this time. Normally by this time I'm like literally like hyperventilating what's going on, are people liking it? But this time I'm very relaxed. I embrace the fact that it's out, and it's also a labor of love. Like a lot of us worked very hard, and we laughed so hard. Like we worked harder. We had a great time. So it's like the end of a journey. It's not just a show that's coming out for me. It's like an end of a journey, and it feels very good. I feel very like it's like this whole circle has been completed.
But talking about the whole circle, I was watching the trailer and I felt it started with a very comedy element. You were laughing at first, whatever jugaad that they were doing, and then slowly in under 2.5 minutes around, we went to very serious topics as well.
Yeah.
So I really want to understand what the show is really about.
Okay, that's a very good question. I'm gonna elaborate as much as I can before without giving you any spoilers. If you see the trailer, you might you must have understood that there's a scam that's happening in the campus and stuff like that. So there, in a college show, generally you see only one side of the reality, right? It's always, it's mostly, not always, it's mostly fun and games and people having a good time in college, falling in love and all of that. But Jugaadistan is a place where you see kind of everything that happens in college. Like all of these kids, not all of these kids are extremely rich. Some of these kids need to work hard to achieve their dreams. How they are doing that by jugaad. Sometimes it's a safe jugaad, sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's legal jugaad, sometimes it's not. It's showing you reality in a way where you can digest it, thinking, yeah, this is true. But at the same time, it is something that if it happens in reality, you might just be like, okay, that's scary. So there's a lot that's going on. Like everybody has their own struggles in the show. Every character is trying to reach somewhere, and whatever means they have for to reach might not be the best means, but that is what they are jugaading to reach where they are. So to put it in perspective, I think that is also why the name is why the name of the show is that, because everybody is really hustling, really getting, it's the actual college life where you know that your father and mother are not the richest people in the world, so if you want something, you do it yourself. So kind of like that. Then there's college politics, about the whole reality of politics in college and how harsh it can really get, and yeah, so much more.
Okay, like you said, there are so many people and there are so many jugaad that is happening. I want to understand, without revealing too much, what is your character in this show and how is it different from your previous work?
So Aarti is this person, like as I said, she's not entitled. She knows where she lacks, but that doesn't stop her. She'll still do what she wants to an extent where she can do it. my other characters which I have played, they are mostly very like, very bindas, very chill, very muffat. Surprisingly enough, Aarti is also very relaxed. Like initially she's very hyper because she has so much to do, and she's like young also. She's a second year college student. She has so many dreams and stuff like that. But with time she also realizes a lot of other things, and I hopefully, like, this is what I try, but hopefully by the end of the show you'll also see a different change in the character, in how she was initially and how she is now. She's lived through a journey in the whole show. So that is something I really like about Aarti, that she's lived a life. You can see her maturing in the show. And did I answer your question?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you did. So, you said you brought a little bit of Himika to Aarti. Do you think a little bit of Aarti also came to Himika? You're relaxed, you're chill about the show.
Definitely, actually, and now that you pointed out, I think a lot of Aarti has come into Himika. I feel like Aarti is very fearless. She's like, when she wants something, she doesn't care about how far it is. That is something I've learned from Aarti. She doesn't let anything stop her. She will do whatever she's got to do, no matter how many people come and tell her that you're stupid, you're this, you're that. She doesn't listen to that. She just knows what she wants and she runs towards that. And that is something I want to imbibe into myself, because being in the profession that we are in, I think we'll always have people who will be around us and tell us that we can't do something. But unless we don't want it hard enough, we'll never reach it. So I think that is something I have learned from Aarti, and I'm still learning. Actually, I haven't specialized in it, but I'm still learning. I'm learning every day.
Okay. So there are many characters that we see, and there are many known faces as well, playing these characters. From Sumit Vyas, there is Arjun Mathur to Ehsaas Channa, and there are a lot many more people. How was it working with them?
So Ehsaas and I know each other from a long time, like since 2015 we know each other. So me and Ehsaas, it was like two friends working together. Being very honest, my character does not cross paths with Aarti or Arjun Mathur for that matter. So I don't have scenes with them. But of course, we've shot in the same place. We shot together, we stayed together. They are really nice people. I love Arjun. He's so humble. He's so nice. It's so good to have the word with him. Even Sumit and I, we know of each other because of like the whole TVF unit. Firstly, I feel that OTT has opened up a lot of channels for not just women, not just men, not even just actors, even a lot of other people in the industry, a lot of other artists, like a lot of more directors, writers, cinematographers. They have gotten so much more work, and more than work, now they have an option to choose from. Like इससे पहले क्या होता था, either you do, if you don't want to like get into TV shows, either you do ads or you do films, like, and you keep waiting for films. But now in the middle of those two stations, there's a huge ground to play. It's literally that you're like, you can do any kind of like projects. Now people are way more open to experimenting in new kind of genres. They're experimenting in women being leads in the shows, and those shows are working somehow. Yes, that has helped, as like to answer your question. I think women, since everybody else has a lot more freedom, even women are getting a lot more freedom to like star in their own shows, and have their own shows where they are headlining. Like for example, the Fame Game, where Madhuri Dixit is the name. Like, of course, the whole family is involved. It's a beautiful show. I watched it, but like, they are really opening up to different kind of filmmaking. Like now, thankfully, I don't know how much of the credit I can give to OTT, but I can definitely give credit to some internet, because the way like our audience is now subject to a lot of different kind of content, not just from our country. Like if you don't like our a kind of content, you can watch something totally different, and you have that much space to watch so many things. So even our audience is changing, our audience's perspective is changing. They are okay with watching things that generally Indian cinema wouldn't show them, say 5 years or 6 years back, like same-sex marriages. All of that is starting now, right? But in the international industry, it's been happening for a while, right? It's normal. So it has really helped our audience also change perspective and be open to new kind of content. Now, if you show them something like a scam, they won't be like, what is going on? They'll be like, okay, let me watch it and see what it is. So there's like a beautiful sense of inquisitiveness in the audience as well, to try and watch new things. This is to answer the first part of the question. Second part of the question was, what all can change? I think, see, change is something, the list keeps on adding. I think like it will never stop that, oh, now nothing needs to change. I think now I think people, it'll be quite contradictory, but now when I look at it, I feel now what's happening nowadays, what happens in the industry, that if something works out, right? If one kind of genre works out, then everybody wants to make the same kind of things again and again and again and again. Which is something I think it should change, because now is the time to experiment. Now is the time to do whatever you want, because internet, the OTT is booming. And like because of COVID also, even films have started releasing on OTT, and people are getting okay with the fact that they have to watch a film for the first time on a screen rather than a theater. So there's a space for huge changes right now, and I feel people can embrace it a little more. And I think one more thing what I feel should change right now is I don't think I'm just trying to place it in a way where I don't offend anyone. I think since it's the era of experiment, I think new faces should also be given that much power to helm a show, like to lead a show. Because I feel now people are a little scared about, they want to find semi-known or known people only to an extent where not every show, I'm not saying, because we have found amazing actors like Adarsh Gaurav and all in such great films, and they have been working hard for a very long time. It's not that Adarsh has come yesterday. He's been working for a while for him to get there. So hats off to him, hats off to everybody, all these new people that are coming in. But I feel it can increase a little more. I think it's time where actors get casted only because they are good actors, and nothing behind it, and nothing related to how famous they are or how many followers they have. It is also slowly changing, but I think that is one change that I would also want to see around me, where, because I have seen people around me who are beautiful actors, who are great actors, and who don't pay so much heed to social media, and that is somehow affecting their career as well. And it's sad to see, because at the end of the day, acting is an art form. right? And art should be viewed as art, and it's very subjective, I get it, but it should be viewed as art and as nothing else. We have had countless debates about this, so I totally understand the other side of it also, because if a person is putting so much money and so much thought into a show, they would also want someone, who can help them take the show to more people. That's totally right. I think that's fair. But I think, since you asked me about a change, I think this is one change I would really want to see around me, that actors being given work with their good.
So you mentioned something about the pehle it was like either it was ads or it was films, and in between you had to wait for the films, and now OTT is coming, and then there's something about social media and the content creation. A lot of actors have to kind of do social media on the level of content creators, probably. You think this hybridity that has come is good somewhere for the actors?
See, to be very honest, everything has a white and a black. Like, I personally feel I can be one person who be like, no, why does an actor have to do social media? Because that's not their job. They should focus on acting. I'll be right this side also. But if I'm a person who's like, if you start doing social media and content creation, you also get a financial stability through making content on Instagram after a point of time, that you don't have to keep doing, like, you can choose what you want to do and you can choose what you not. Like, isse pehle what would happen if you didn't have a job, you would somehow want to do whatever was coming your way, because at the end of the day, Bombay is an expensive city, and people like us who don't live here, we have to make ends meet to figure out how we live here, right? So especially during like COVID and stuff like that, it was so tough because there was no work. So at that time, you would like, people would do whatever they could find. But the brighter side of social media is that now, if there's another lockdown, like, for example, I might, like, people can just do social media and stabilize themselves financially. So it is like, it can go both way. I feel like I also personally agree to the fact that, if you're an actor, why do you want to do, like, why do you have to do, like, there shouldn't be an have in this. Either you want to do or you don't want to do it. There's a have to here, which kind of changes the game. So it works both ways. I think some people like to share their life on social media, some people don't want to, and they should be able to have that choice, be entitled to make their own choice. But right now they aren't. I think things are changing, so either you go with it or you flow with it.
Coming back to Jugaadistan, what I wanted to ask was, while there are so many jugaad that we see, have you personally have done any jugaad somewhere, maybe in college or in life, that you would want to share?
I'm pro cheater. I've cheated I think now I'm too old. Now the school can't come after me. So I think I used to do it in school, where I had this. I can't believe I'm sharing this. I had this pencil box, okay, which was like a house kind of thing, and it had like different secretive things that could open.
Yeah.
Small chits, little writing, small chits, all filled in my pencil box, and whenever people think, I'm like, open, write, fold, done. Beautiful cheating I've done. I've never got caught. It's great. But I would only cheat on certain exams, not all of them. Maths was something I had because I can't understand maths. But other than that, not really. I would like to say that I have it. Yeah.
Okay. So actually that was kind of my almost last question, because the time limit was 10 to 15. It was great talking to you, Himika. Thank you so much, and congratulations on Jugaadistan. I can't wait to watch.
Sakshi, thank you so much. You asked me some really beautiful questions, so thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
See you.